Well, Matt, coming up to what is often the busiest week or two of the season around Christmas and New Year, how's the squad shaping up this week after a week's training for it?
Yeah, it's been a good week for us. We um, had a training match amongst ourselves, just to give us a 30-minute game, just to get some minutes into those the injured players coming back. Ben Goodliff and Aaron Pierre have come through unscathed there and got some valuable minutes into them. They worked hard again yesterday on the training pitch, and the last two real proper good training sessions that we'll get into them because, as you say, going into this period now, it's just going to be very light training sessions and just preparation ready for the next game. So it's been a good week, and we're looking forward to. I love Christmas and football Christmas, shall I say? And it's very busy, and I love that, and I love the games coming thick and fast, and some big games and good games to look forward to.
Yeah, it's three games in 6 days: Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Is it a case of just playing the games and just very light training in between? You don't put them through normal training sessions in between those games?
No, just because of, like you say, 3 games in 7 days, it's going to be extremely taxing on the squad. So no, just literally be coming in, ticking over, and then getting our preparation right for the next game. So yeah, it'll be spinning things around very quickly, and I'm sure that the week will fly past.
And I guess the size of the squad as well is important, and the whole squad being involved in those 3 games. Because much as it'd be nice to, I suspect it's very unlikely you can get through all 3 games with the same starting 11.
Yeah, and it's just timing in quite nicely with getting a few of those players back. I've been saying it for months now. I can't wait for January, just knowing that we'd have quite a few of those injured players getting nearer fitness, and that has been the case. So yeah, the bodies are starting to drip back into the squad from the treatment room. So really pleased where everyone's at, and as you say, it's going to be certainly using the squad through the 3 games.
And before we look at next week's games, do you give the squad the Christmas weekend off, Saturday and Sunday?
This weekend.
Yeah, this weekend coming
up.
up.
No, we'll be in tomorrow. It's some managers bring players in on Christmas Day. I'm not too big on that. I fully trust my players, and they'll have a little program to do. And I trust what they're eating and trust what they're drinking because I know the characters so well. So we'll be training in tomorrow. They won't be in Christmas Day, which is something I feel is really important. It's a family day, and most of them have got little families and young families, and I feel it's very important that they're there for that. So I'll trust them to do their little session at home, and we'll be raring to go on Boxing Day for sure.
And it helps that it's a local game on Monday as well, just down at Crawley. It's not a difficult trip for most people. How are you looking at that game? It's been a strange season from Crawley's point of view, I guess, so far this season. How are you looking at it?
Yeah, new owners into their second manager already, and he's only had 2 games, so it's very hard to judge what he's looking to stamp onto his team. So it's still very early days for him, and his first managerial job. So a little bit of an unknown, if I'm being honest. Exactly, we've watched their previous 2 games, and they played West Ham in the week as well, under 23 games. So no, it's a local derby-ish, if you like, because of the location. And I remember Sutton taking a big away following there last year, so hopefully we can take even more for what is always a big day in the football calendar.
And then follow up Crawley with 2 home games on Thursday and Sunday against Gillingham and Wimbledon. I mean, we say about light training. Is it a bit the same for the management as well? I know you like to do all your preparation, but is it a bit of a scramble to get it all done between playing on a Monday, then playing on a Thursday, then playing on a Sunday, to know exactly who's doing what and how everything's going to work out?
Yeah, exactly. As soon as we finish one game, self, Jason, Mickey, the staff will be straight onto the preparation of the videos the following day. Then we'll train, and then we play again, and then the players will be off. We'll be on the videos. Following day we're training, and then we're back in for the Wimbledon game. So yeah, it's going to be a really busy week for us. But as I say, one I enjoy and one I like.
And one we must be going into in fairly good spirits as well, because although we lost to Orient, for an hour, we say frustrated them and made it difficult for them, and there wasn't a great deal. They had chances, but didn't. There wasn't a great deal between the sides for periods of that game last Saturday, which must have encouraged you, given how good a season they're having.
Yeah, a good run going into the game, and then and then, like you say, a really pleasing first hour for us. A team who are top of the league, and rightly so. The best team in the division at the halfway stage, almost nailed on for automatic promotion. So top players, big club, and to go there of a team full of confidence and riding high, and for me, be nothing in the game, completely matched them for an hour. We didn't create a lot. We didn't really test their goalkeeper, but certainly they didn't either. Jack didn't have anything to do. And then that one bit of quality and magic, and he cuts inside and bends it top corner. They then see the game out very well, especially after the own goal with 10 minutes to go. And they really restricted us trying to get back into the game, and they were very professional and saw the game out well. But the moment of changing the game, the one bit of quality, certainly did change the game, because up till then we were going toe to toe with them.
And missing Donovan Wilson for that game. What's the news on? I know he was injured for last week. What's the news on him and the other absentees? Adam Lovett, I think, was out as well last week.
Yeah. Donny's back training this week, so he's available. Adam's his concussion's still lingering a little bit, so he's a lot better. We'll have to go through the protocols to be involved in these 3 games. So pleased he's showing signs of progression from the concussion. And then it really, as I said at the start of the interview, with Ben Goodliff and Aaron Pierre really put themselves available for selection, if you like. I don't know if they'll be involved in the game Saturday, Boxing Day. They may be. They're been out for a hell of a long time, but the medical staff, Dundo, Sean, have really worked hard with both of them, and they're both in good shape, and they're not far away at all. So I'm really pleased to have 2 big players and big characters hopefully back in the squad very, very soon.
And I was looking at Crawley last season, was one of our sort of good away win, and then a convincing home win towards the end of the season. A team we did well against last season. Yeah.
As I say, this is a different manager in the summer, and now a different manager now. So I think it's going to be the 3 games is going to be 3 different managers we play, because Lewis Young was taking care of them when we played them at home towards the end of last season. So a lot of turnaround at the club, but as we say, a localist derby, know some of their players, and it's a game we're really looking forward to, especially after last season, and hopefully we can put another 3 points on the board.
And then the 2 home games, probably 2 of the most attractive ones of the season. When the supporters were looking at the fixture list at the start of the season, Gillingham, big club, just relegated at the end of last season, and the big local derby against AFC Wimbledon. So it should be two really big crowds, will be on a Thursday night, but two decent crowds for what should be 2 good games.
Yeah, exactly. And as you say, hopefully they'll turn out in their numbers down in Crawley for us, and then back at Gander Green Lane for the following 2 games of the week. As you say, 2 big games. Gillingham, know the manager really well, Neil Harris, great guy, and there'll be as you say, League One last year, big club, and there'll be a really good game. And then Wimbledon, our local rivals, and near on a sellout, I believe. So really looking forward to the week coming up.
And of course, by the end of the time the Wimbledon games finish, we'll be in January, which is a busy month now for managers when we're in the Football League. I know it's have you got some idea of what you're looking to do in January, or are you going to turn to that after the 3 games have been played?
Yeah, no, I've got an idea. My phone's ringing as I'm talking to you now on silent, so I'll be picking that phone call up once I come off of here. It is busy. It is busy trying to get things right in place. You can sign players on the 1st of January, but they can't be registered for that game. So we won't have any new faces for the Wimbledon game. No one's allowed to do that. But hopefully very soon, on that 1st or 2nd of Jan, we can hopefully announce a couple of new faces into the squad as well.
And is it going to be a busy January for you? Is there going to be without going into too much detail, a great deal of movement, or is it just a question of a few tweaks at the end?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. Nothing major. But as I've kept saying, I've always felt that these injuries, these 7 major injuries we've had, if we can get 4 or 5 back, they'll feel like new signings in January, and we're certainly getting there with those.
Well, Matt, thanks as always for talking to us. We look forward to the Boxing Day game, but for that, hope you hope you can enjoy your Christmas. Have a happy Christmas, and we'll catch up with you on Boxing Day. And I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of all the supporters as well, wishing you and the team and your management colleagues a well-deserved Christmas and relaxing time on Christmas Day.
Yeah, and I'll say that back to yourself and all the supporters, and wishing them a really happy Christmas and an enjoyable day. And then, hopefully they're looking forward to the 3 games in the week, as we all are. And again, I thank them for his support at Leyton Orient, but throughout the year as well. And look forward to seeing them after their Christmas down.
It's been a year, hasn't it?
Yes, another good year for us. Really pleasing year. Supporters have been superb, and as I say, let's just hopefully finish it off with a strong week next week.
Brilliant. Well, thanks a lot, Matt, as always, and for doing this every week. It's much appreciated. And have a good Christmas, and we'll catch up with you on Boxing Day.
Cheers, Thanks a lot.